Hi mates, in today's video we'll be learning how to draft and cut a pencil skirt. So if this looks like what you like to learn, then watch this video to the end. My name is Veronica Adams Eze. Welcome to Vera Adams YouTube channel. So here's the pattern paper that we'll be working on. I've gone ahead to draw the starting line. I've measured 9 inches for the hip and then 18 inches, then 21 inches as the full length of the skirt. I'm going ahead to draw a straight line to indicate this point. But before I do that, I'll be dividing the hip measurements into two. The hip I'm working with here is 39 inches. So 39 inches divided by 2 will give us 19.5 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark 19.5 inches right here. I'll go ahead and mark the same 19.5 inches at the top and also at the bottom. The reason why I'm marking 19.5 inches is because we'll be using this paper to cut out both the front and the back. So right here on the 19.5 inches, I'm going ahead to draw a straight line from the top to the bottom. And after this is done, I'll go ahead and divide the 19.5 into 2. That means 19.5 divided by 2 will give us, I think, 9.5 and 2/4. Right here, I've gone ahead to use the tape measure to divide it. You can as well use your calculator if you don't know how to use the tape measure. So I just brought the tape measure to that 19.5. Then I got the midpoint. I will then go ahead to take this measurement on the top and also on the bottom. So right here, I'm ruling a straight line to divide the two sides. So I'm going to go ahead to name one side as the front and one side as the back. So this part is going to be the waistline. So this is the waistline here, and the waist measurement I'm working with here is 28 inches. 28 inches divided by 4 is 7 inches. I've gone ahead to mark 7 inches. I also went ahead to mark 1 inch for that, and right now I'm marking 9 inches. From waist to the hip is 9 inches. I'm marking the 9 inches right here. There's really no reason to take the hip measurement again since the paper was divided by the hip measurement. So right here, I'm taking the bottom measurement and I'm using the hip measurement minus 1 inch. So right on the 9 inches on the hip line, I've taken 1 inch upwards and 1 inch downwards. So from the 1 inch upwards, I've gone ahead to connect to the waistline, and from marking 1 inch downwards, I'm going to go ahead to connect it to the bottom of the skirt, just in the manner that you're seeing me doing right here. This is to ensure that the hip does not have any sharp edge. So I'm going ahead to use my marker pen to trace it out. So the next thing to do is to go ahead and take the darts. I'm going ahead to mark the nipple to nipple measurement. I'm sorry you cannot really see it. The nipple to nipple measurement I'm working with here is 7 inches divided by 2 is 3.5. I've gone ahead to mark 3.5, and from that point I marked ½ inch on both sides. And here I've gone ahead to mark 5 inches, and I'm really in line. I'll then go ahead to connect these points together just as you're seeing me doing right here. So once this is done, we'll move on to the back side. So right here on the back side, I'll also go ahead and take the measurements. Please note that I'm taking the measurement from that edge, from that end towards this other side, just so as I did for the front. The hip and the waistline of both the back and the front would connect together. So I've gone ahead to take the waist measurement and also add 1 inch for the darts, and now I'm connecting it right here to the hip measurement and then downwards to the hem of the skirt. Once I'm done with this, I'm going to go ahead to make that slope at the back. Usually the back is not straight, so I'm going to go ahead and create that slope. So I've gone ahead to mark 1 inch on the waistline, and I'm connecting it 2 inches above the hip line, just the way you're seeing me doing right here. And then I'll go ahead and connect it downwards to the hem of the skirt, also leaving 1 inch. So once that is done, we'll move ahead to the waistline, and checking the waistline measurement, you realize that it is short by 1 inch. So you go ahead and add back the 1 inch right into the hip line, just as I did right here there. I'm going to go ahead and use my pink marker pen to highlight that point. So now it is all complete. So the next thing I'll do is go ahead and add 1.5 inch all round for the zipper allowance, just as you see me do right here, and connect the points together. So that will serve as the extension for the zipper. So right here for the front, I'm coming down by 0.5 inches, and also on the side I'm going up by 0.5 inches as well. So if your client has a big belly, you can do 1 inch or even 1.5 inches. So I've gone ahead to connect that, and I'm also raising the side by 0.5 inches, and I'll connect it to the second dart leg just in the manner that you're seeing me doing right here. So once that is done, I'll go ahead and close up the darts. This is to just check that while you're sewing, everything connects, and you can see that it connects, so it's fine. So I'll go ahead and open it up. Moving to the back, I'll also go ahead and also take the dart for the back just in the same manner which I did for the front, but the dart for the back is a bit longer. You can make yours 1/2 inch longer than that of the front, or 1 inch longer. So here I'm using 5.5 inches, meaning that I'm making it 1/2 inch longer than that of the front. Moving on, I'll also raise the side of the back by 1/2 inch just as I did for the front, and I'll also go ahead and connect it right into the dart leg. But the difference is that the back would not have the curve at the center front like I did for the front skirt. So I made an error here. The extension was supposed to be on the pink line. Remember that we've already gone ahead to add 1 inch away from the green line. So I actually went on with that initial. That means this measurement is short of 1 inch on the waistline. So when you're doing yours, remember to go by the new measurement. So what this means is that when I'm placing this on the fabric, I'm going to go ahead to add extra allowances aside from the seam allowance. So right here, I also ignored the zipper allowance that I left, so I just cut it out straight. So that means that this back skirt line is without zipper allowance as well. So this means that when I'm cutting on the fabric, I have to go ahead and impute the zipper allowance. Right here from the pattern paper, you can see the curve. That's the curve for the butt. So usually skirt is supposed to have this curve, except the person has an extremely flat backside. Remember that when you're placing the front piece on the fabric, you place the fabric on fold, so it comes out as one piece while the back comes out as 2 pieces. So right at this point, we have come to the end of this tutorial. If you found it useful, click on the like button. If this is your first time here, do well to subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.